I mean, when I got saved, it was literally from darkness to light. Everything changed, and that took my yes. That cost me something. It cost me money. It cost me relationships.
What's up, everybody? Brian here.
And Sonia Nhira.
And we're so excited to come at you with another video. Today we are going to be answering more of your questions. How do you guys deal with conflict?
We have to separate. Then we have to talk to the Lord, each of us. Then the Lord humbles us. Then we come together and we both apologize. And we work through it.
Yes.
We talk through it. Honestly, truly, for us, I think a lot of people think conflict is just like an argument.
Yes.
But we can have conflict in the way that we want to raise our children, you know, the way we want to work our schedules. Conflict doesn't always have to be like a blow up, unhealthy thing. And I think you and I do a really good job at, you know, taking the time that we need to sort through our thoughts to be able to come together and have a functional conversation.
Yes.
And I think we're exemplary at that.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, we're not free of conflict. Like we don't get an A+ on that, but we do get an A+ on how we resolve conflict.
Do your best not to belittle the other person, because sometimes when you're in conflict, in order to it turns into a fight, and in a fight, usually there's low blows that are outside of the actual conflict, but you're saying to inflict harm on the person, ultimately to gain, quote unquote, the victory.
Yeah.
But you never gain the victory when you fight unfairly. So what does fighting fairly look like for us? Fighting fairly means listening to the other person, considering what they have to say, giving credence to their emotions, to the emotions that they're feeling on both sides of the conversation. One of the things that we learned in marriage counseling, and I think it's really been one of the things that's helped us most in our relationship, is understanding that we've been called to the ministry of reconciliation.
What would you say are your biggest accomplishments in life thus far?
Okay, I think my greatest accomplishment thus far is just not giving up on the dreams that God has put in my heart. I think that it's easy for people in life to, and this happens so often, where people, they just give up. They give up, especially, you start to have kids, you get married, and you start to forget about, in the rhythm of taking care of your family, which is so important, you lose sight of those things that God told you, those dreams that you dreamed when you were a little kid. PJ Morton, one of my favorite artists, has a song about that, where essentially his old self, his 8-year-old self, is writing to his adult self and telling him and asking him, why did you give up? Why did you stop chasing the dreams in your heart? And it's a really powerful song, because I think that so many people do give up on those things that they dreamed when they were little. And it's the circumstances and situations of life that obviously causes that. But I think at every single step of our life, we have a choice to make, whether we're gonna actually follow what God has called us to do. And for a lot of people, that will be just raising your kids. That will be just working the job that you're working. But I think for a lot of people, they give up on their dreams.
My best accomplishment is yielding to the process of sanctification, yielding to the transformation the Lord wanted to give me in my life was probably the best accomplishment I ever made.
Wow.
Because it took my yes, and it took me doing things to be able to yield to Him, to complete it. And so, I mean, that's hard. I mean, when I got saved, it was literally from darkness to light. There was the way that I spoke, the words that I used, the clothes that I wore, the people I hung out with, my entire community, the place I lived. Everything changed. Everything changed. And that took my yes. That cost me something. It cost me money. It cost me relationships. It cost me so much. And I think that's probably my big, and that probably will forever be my biggest accomplishment, because for people to change, it's possible, but it takes so much work. It takes so much work to truly, truly change. To truly be transformed, it takes so much work. So, thank God.
That's a good accomplishment. I know those accomplishments, you're probably like, oh, we're talking about like, you know, practical things that you've done. But, you know, one of the things that I'm learning as I continue to go on in life is that, you know, the practical accomplishments in life come and they go. But there's other things in life that are way more important.
What matters is, you know, are you loving God and you loving people, and are you healthy?
Yes, that's right. Mind, body, spirit. All right, well, thank you so much for all the questions that you have been asking. Hey, if you liked this video, make sure that you subscribe to the page and, you know, share it with a friend. We'll see you next time.